Check, check. Check. Check, please. Check, check, please. Super check, please. Fade in. Oh, wait, fade it to the same screen. There. Wow. Wow. A stream now? I don't know. I just kind of felt like it. No really reason why. Just kind of felt like it. I'm gonna got plans after I stream, but for now, I'm like, I kind of just want to stream. What are we streaming? Well, check this out. How do I do this? I'm like, I'm going to design a magazine cover. Sure. Sure. So we'll start with that. And we'll see, because, I don't know. I'm kind of like, might be like a low energy to start out. I might like increase in energy, or I might completely just drop off. I don't know. But I like streaming, so I'm going to stream and see what happens. Worst case, it all goes kaput. And you'll be able to tell by how long this video is. If it's like 2 seconds long, then I petered out and passed out. Otherwise, I'm just gonna start doing shit. I've been working really hard on a project, and it's been really fun. So I'm liking that. That's a good time. So now I kind of want to like learn how finances work. Oh, what to do? Design a magazine cover? Or learn about finances? Oh, there's so much to do. So many options. I guess I'll have to do both. I don't know. I've been like thinking about finances a lot just because I'm a broke ass bitch and I'm poor and I want to get Five Guys and I can't get Five Guys or Chinese takeout because I'm too fucking poor. So in order to get takeout, I have to have money. Which is that's a tough beat to be like, oh, that's why I need money. But also it's like, yeah. Bro. So I need like really tall letters. Like tall. Do you think they have tall letters? I can make them tall. Oh, that's tall. Yeah, those are gross. And you can't even bold them. That's shit. I don't like these letters at all. These are like grody ass letters. Go. Okay, let's just, you know, just take them away. Take them away. I don't want to see them anymore. Take them away. Take it away. Jeeves, take it away. I want something. I liked Anton is fine for now. We'll just do Anton. Because it's like kind of tall. I know this one. It's kind of tall. And we can also, I think we can maybe stretch it. I don't know. Canva's not great for stretching shit. Unfortunately. It's kind of hard to... Yeah, more settings. Ooh. Kerning. Irvine. Okay, yeah, I don't think I can. Yeah, so in like, oh wait, in my basic, I can't pull up Draw.io because I have stuff cooking in Draw.io. So I won't pull up Draw.io, but Draw.io, you can do it, you can just like literally scale things. You can just like stretch it or shrink it. You can do whatever you want. But for some reason in Canva Pro, you cannot, which is really kind of bullshit. So I'm kind of, Canva's slacking. My friend, he's a software developer. He'll just like make shit out of nowhere. So I need to be like, yo, can you just make a better Canva, please? Can you just make Canva but good and free? Thank you. With if it has a background remover and you can stretch shit and put text and import photos, that's all I need. That's it. That's everything I need. And then I'm set. I'm set for life. I literally don't know what to put here. What would I call it? Let's call it like risk. That's cool. Can we make this like, how do we do this line? Can I like, that's cool. I like big letters. That's kind of cool looking. How about just looking at different visual designs here. That's not. See, I need to be able to stretch it. I need this, but stretched. So I need to import it into the thing. Here, let me get the screen off the screen. Okay, let me get spoilers off the screen. Oh, technically, this is a different. Let me just use this then. This is a different account. Huh? free on my other thing. I literally, let me just pull it up. It's literally free. Literally free, but there's spoilers up. So we're gonna take the spoilers down. What size are we doing? It doesn't really matter because I'm gonna remove the background anyway. So I'm just gonna do, sure. That'll work. Okay. So I'm just gonna copy paste this shit into here because all I want is, I want the letters and then I want to just drag the letters. I want to drag them through the dirt. That's all I want to do. Because for some reason, on this free app called draw.io or sketch.io, I can do it. But not here. So that's kind of lame. Oh wait, spoilers. How do I do this? God damn it. I don't, when I have spoilers, like I can't have shit up on the screen. And I'm like, there's a spoiler there, so I can't have that up on screen. God damn it. Let's see, watch. Watch how easy this is. Look, Canva, watch this. You ready, Canva? Oh my god, how hard was that? Look, just a little twangle. Canva, you're scalping for pro. At least let me do that. At least let me stretch it like that. All right, now I can save it. Download. It doesn't matter. Sure. Huge. So now we go back here, and I'll paste it. I need to clear. Where the fuck am I looking? Ha. I need to clear the down because I said I have spoilers in the downloads. So I need to move those, but I'm too lazy to move them right now. So I'm just gonna grab this. Where is it? There it is. Bam. Okay. Is that is not oh, that was like, that is not stretched. It's literally, I was like, this is just what I had before. It's literally because I just copy pasted it. Let's get the real thing back in here. Let's get the real thing back in here. What was it again? I forgot. Dun, dun, dun. Aha. Bam. Okay, now we're in business. Now we're in business. Yeah, like that. See, I wish I could just play with the letters, but I can't play with the fucking letters in Canva. So maybe I shouldn't be making this in Canva. Oh, I guess I just shouldn't be using Canva for this. Too late. I'm just testing. I'm figuring out what the limits are. Because I'm like, just use sketch.io. It's fucking free. It does everything better than Canva. The only thing it doesn't have is a fucking background remover. But maybe their premium version does. I don't know. But all I know is that this works 10 times better. So, sketch.io. Literally free. Literally goated. I'm making all of Sprezzatura in there. It's going great because it actually works. So it's called Rishk. So let's invert some colors real quick. I kind of want, like, I don't know, backgrounds are kind of tough to do. Let me see if I can find one. What do I call this? Cool background. Photo shoot. Background. Backdrop. Okay, I know what I'm looking for. Okay. Let's see if they got it. Photo shoot. Back. There's a nice red. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Like that. No. No. What the fuck? Oh my. Canva. Okay. Like this. Like this. I like it. I wish I could stretch the letters around or whatever. That would make it easier. So I'm learning the limitations here. It's okay. Okay. See, that looks kind of sick. So now we need a fake model to pretend to be our magazine. I request one model, please. One royalty-free model, please. I don't know. Maybe, what kind of vibe am I going for here? Something like, it's supposed to be like kind of cool. She has flowers, that's random. Not cool, bro. Something interesting. I don't know, I'm trying to capture, I'm thinking, because like this is something I would like make into a zine. Like I really want to make my own zine and like design it. It'd be really fun. This is a woman's magazine. This is because like, oh, I could just, that doesn't work. That guy looks AI. That guy looks, nope. That's kind of cool. Something like a close-up. Save that for later because that's kind of cool. Ooh, I kind of like the like photo collage look. That's a look I end up going to a lot. So it's just interesting that I'm seeing that I like it again. See, that looks sick. This is like a movie cover. Ooh, should we make a movie cover next? Come on, give me a cool photo. It makes sense. These is, nope. Oh yeah. No, flight risk. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's cool. So, but this is like different. This would be like, we do like this. And then you take this and you pop it on like that. This looks like the, it literally looks like the Lucy poster. That's tough. Shit. It's not what I'm going for. See, what I want is like, I want to do like small. So it's like you can play with the like cover. Once you kind of get your brand established, you can kind of play with a cover, but like this would be, what does like Cosmo look like? I have Cosmo right here. All right, let me look up some Cosmopolitans. Vogue. Yeah, Vogue. Vogue is like too fancy. Vogue is too fancy for my magazine. Not a fan. Not a fan. But I do like stuff like, I like stuff with like kind of simple colors and then like lettering, kind of just like very, very like pronounced lettering. Sometimes things have too much going on. There's too much color. There's not enough, like, I don't know, just, it's not the vibe I'm going for. Like, there's too much going on here. It's not focused. I like stuff with focus. See, these don't really have focus. I'm trying to see if there's any of these that I like at all. Not really. I like this because it has Billie Eilish on it. Everything else is just too busy. I don't like it. Oh, see, this one. See, it's like that simple contrast, like color, letter. You know, sometimes they get too complicated with it, and then I'm like, what am I looking at? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like they look fancy, sure, but they look too fancy. The Vogue magazine looks, it's to the point for me, at least for my personal style preference, it kind of goes over that edge of like being a little too fancy, where it's not kind of it's a little bit over that line. I don't know. It's just a little. Is that Gracie Abram? Oh, it is Gracie Abram. I was like, that's Gracie Abram. Her new album comes out. Daughter from Hell, July 17th. July 17th. Woo! Okay, so Vogue's out. No, not Cosmopolitan. Magazine. What do you think I'm fucking talking about? A margarita? I like Cosmo better because here's what I like about Cosmo. See, it's like, it's busy, but here's the thing. Look at this. Every magazine. Let me make my screen better. Okay, one second. Let me fix this. Let me fix this. You know what? We're gonna shrink this puppy. And we're gonna move this over here because we're yapping now. Or maybe over here. Does this look better? Let me do a comparison. Let's do. I don't know. I kind of like it on the left better. I'm kind of a left. I kind of like lefty. I'm a lefty loosey kind of girl. That kind of makes sense. 1/2 L. Which one? This one. Yeah. I like this better. But if you look at all of these, right? If you look at all these, like, look, this is one of my favorite Cosmo covers of all time. It's market quality. Look, it's like, bam, white text, super visible. It's clean. Bam, there's market quality, and bam, a color. So that's what I like. That's the kind of visual style I like. This is kind of messy a little bit. This is feeling like a magazine you'd get at like Publix or some shit. This is some like checkout aisle shit. See, some of them get a little too busy, but some of them I really like. Like there's Cosmo. That one's fine. I said this cover I like. This is bam, market quality, fire as shit. Fire as fuck. I'm looking for others. That's a good one. See, it's like, it's more simple. I like this one because it's more simple. I love, see, look at this. I love the red teal color combination here. And I like it. So you can play with, once you kind of have like your look established, you can kind of play with colors and stuff. So I definitely prefer Cosmo. There's a Cosmopolitan men cover. That doesn't seem like it exists. See, I like that. Playing with cool text. Yeah. I like Cosmo. There's Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan. Do you have comparison anxiety? Totally not. Me? No, never. Never. Yes. Unfortunately. It is a tough thing. Lindsay. Yeah, so sometimes it gets they put a little too much on the cover and then it gets a little too fucking messy, but I think I think with the more recent ones, let me pull up like this one. Let me pull up another one. One sec. Wait, if I do this, everything stays on, right? Yeah. There we go. But market quality, and then I have the this one right here, the Olivia Rodrigo one. They look good. Let me do Olivia. Like, see, like they started to get a little bit more controlled, and you can see it's like they have stuff, and but it kind of goes through. Here's all the people in it. Here's some shit that's in it. So it kind of makes, it's kind of nice. So I'm a big fan. I like that better. So if you can see that one and then this one, they're kind of, it's like the same vibe. They kind of got, this is more of a newer thing. They just kind of started doing. I remember this one. Yeah. So what other magazines? What are some magazines? For 20s. I don't know. Teen Vogue. Let me compare Teen Vogue. Teen Vogue is very in style. Teen Vogue is very like fashionable. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Teen Vogue is cool. See, Teen Vogue is more like hip, I guess. Hip. Well, it's just they did Alyssa Liu, so that's the only reason I've like started. It's just like they did Alyssa Liu, but like look at that. Look at that cover. It's Alyssa. She's the GOAT. So it's just... So this is still Vogue. See, but Teen Vogue feels more like Cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan feels more like the girls' mag. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, this is for the girls. This is for the goilies, you know? But it's still a little... Like this is like... Teen Vogue, I think, might be one of the most... in-touch things that a teen thing could possibly be. Because by definition, teens are kind of I don't know. Everyone's out of touch in their own ways. I don't know. Let me see what their let's do Teen Vogue covers. Oh, it's a gallery. I don't know. Some of the. Yo, Vivian. See, I like these like big. I like big features. Like it's very like clear and not busy on the cover. It doesn't look like a fucking ad. A cover should never look like an ad. This looks like a fucking ad. This is disgusting. That's probably an older one, but like disgusting. But you know what I mean? Like that. What is this? Disgusting. It's got too much going on. It looks like an ad. Look, special. Like there's just too much shit on here. That's kind of in the middle. This is crazy. Bruh. I don't want to buy your shit. Who's that? Oh my god, it's that guy. Team Jacob. See, that's cooler. So I think for me, for my visual style, I definitely prefer kind of simpler over kind of the more crazy shit that people can do. Like, I don't know, some stuff just gets a little too much going on. Like, what is this? Damn, is that what it used to look like? Yikes. That is retro. Alex Kosani. Cat's eye. Teen Vogue is being folded into Vogue.com. What does that mean? I'll have to check on that. What does that mean? Yo, Justin. Oh, what do you put on the back? Well, on the back of my Olivia, there's just a mac and cheese ad. That's lame. The back has to have something cool. Like, see, like this, like, what if this is like the back cover? It's just like Justin like staring off into oblivion. Like, that's cool. So you do a snappy cover, and then you put something cool on the back, I think. You gotta do something interesting on the back. You can't just put a fucking mac and cheese Stouffer's ad on the back of your magazine. I think that's kind of bullshit. That's just lazy. Like, yo, check this out. Look at my pretty magazine. Look at my pretty magazine. You got a real cute haircut in front, and then just Stouffer's. Kind of tough. Party in the front, whatever in the back. This looks good. So if this is their new like look, this is great for me. This is what I'm talking about. Just the simplicity. With just like, it's like the focus is on the person. And there's not all this extra fucking mess going on. Because then it does not look good. It gets too messy. This looks like an ad. That was like an ad. No. So, yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. So let's go back to our magazine. And do a little comparison. So maybe I can I'll do this on this half of the screen. And this on this half of the screen. Maybe. So this was like the idea, you know what I mean? Just like, this is just visual inspo. But just kind of making shit, you know? This doesn't look right. But like, what I wanted to do, let me do my original idea and then we can compare, right? So that's why I like Canvas. You can kind of like do a lot of shit back to back to back to back, and you can kind of like compare and look. Right, but you got to figure out what works. So I really like this kind of visual idea of like the black and white and also the full face. But I think like if I made a magazine, it would be like very artistic. And like there would not be a single style, but like the kind of through line is that everything is very artistic. Like even like the inside. And also like if I'm just like flipping through Cosmo, like on the inside, right? Like it's got a lot of shit, but then also they get lost in like you forget like every other page is like an ad. And it's really annoying. It's like not fun. Like it's not every other page, but it's like enough where it's definitely noticeable. Let me just flip through this a little bit. Let me try to find. It's not terrible. But they do tend to put more, I guess, toward the front. Because I'm looking, I'm like, there's a lot of ads. Yeah, there's a lot of ads in the front, which makes sense. Which I never thought about that. Right? Because if you're flipping through a magazine, you're probably not going to, you're going to flip through the first pages first. So if I'm flipping this open and the first thing I see is, oh my god, it's Sofia Vergara and like a shoe ad. Wow. Yeah, but if you go to the end where like the features are, there's not a lot of shit. It's just like, oh, there's Olivia's spotlight. There's Rob Sesternino. And then like there's not really a lot of ads. I didn't even notice that. And then Vivian, now go. Don't demonetize me, Twitch. She's a model. She's cool. Yeah, there's literally no ads in the back. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. Yeah, they just front load all the ads to scare you off. Oh, there's what I'm talking about. There's one of the old ones. There's Kylie Jenner. That's tough. That is such a 2000s magazine. When was this? That was 2015? Magazines looked like that in 2015, guys. Guys. That shit's tough. And then there's just an ugly ad, and then there's an ad on the back. Kind of bad. Show you off. Tonight I'm gonna show you off. What you got. So I like bam letters with like cool visuals. That's like my favorite design thing. So I like this. I don't like it. It's touching the edge. Now I can kind of, you can use the arrow keys to kind of play with shit. Still like, see, I wish I could like shrink and grow it, but like this is the idea, right? This is the idea. Something like that. So that's like eye grabbing, you know what I mean? That's like eye grabbing. And I was like, for me, I said like, for me, magazines I like because they are art. I like art. I like collecting art. I like looking at art. So like when I see a pretty magazine cover, I'm more likely to be like, oh, I want that. You know what I mean? If it's like versus an ugly magazine, like it's the cover. It's like I said, it's the same thing as like the cover of a book. You know, if you've got a shit ugly cover of your book, it's probably not going to get picked up. Even if it could be the most amazing book, but if you got an ugly ass cover, it's going to be very unlikely to get picked up. So that's why I like something like this. I don't know, something that's pops. I do like this though, because this is more focused on like the person. So it'd be fun to like do like, I guess like having like kind of like, I don't know, you have like that distinct visual style of your magazine where people see like an artistic magazine cover and they're like, oh yeah, that's Risk. You know what I mean? Like that would be cool. So it's like it could each cover could look very different. Let's get a different photo. Let's just do a comparison real quick. Let's get another photo in here. We need another fake model. I need a fake model, please. All right, let me switch this back. Let me just go back to full screen and put me back. Where was I? Oh, on the left. There we go. We need another fake model. Can I get a fake model? Or I could do, ooh, or. That's not bad. Or I could do this. That's not bad. I don't mind that. Show you off. So let's get another fake model. Not voguey enough. If she was looking at the camera, like I said, like, see, the problem is I'm picky. I'm like, okay, well that's kind of interesting. I don't know. I feel like for Risk, right? If this brand is, the whole idea is it's like a little people pushing the boundaries, you know? So I want something with edge, but these are stock images, so there's probably not going to be like, I don't know. I like that. Ooh, like a dystopian cover. That'd be cool. Like if having just a bunch of people like walking. That's not our mag. I mean, I don't know. Depends on your demographic. You gotta like figure out your demographic if you're making a magazine, because you gotta be like, okay, who's this for? This isn't necessarily too big. I would do it like that, but like the background obviously not there. The problem is the photo's not big enough. So I would make the photo would be a different aspect ratio if I was making. But like, can I shrink this? I can't. No. So like this kind of idea, I guess, and then you can just like, you can literally just move shit around. You can be like, okay, I want it up here now. Kind of depends on the photo, I guess. Yes. See, but this is kind of the energy I'm going for. something. It's like it's pops. It's powerful. It grabs your eye. See, she's not clear enough. So it's like, what is this magazine? You should know what this magazine's about by looking at the cover, because it's like, bam, cool guy, bam, cool girl. See, like, you know what it's about. So it's got to be something that it's got to see. It's a person mixed with grabbing text. You need something. It's got to have something grabbing it. Like, some of these are images work and some don't. So it's interesting figuring out what kind of stuff works and what kind of doesn't go. So why would this not work? This is lame. Who is this? This is somebody's legs. That could be anybody. We don't want that. I want face. You want face on the cover. If you don't have someone's face on the cover, you're wasting it. You're wasting it. This, no. Lame. That could be anybody. We need faces. We need faces. Prominent. We need stuff like focus. It's not a great photo, but like that's more the idea. You know what I mean? Bam, bam, bam. Grabbing, eye catching. Bam, bam, bam. Right? So we need... Who's this? She's not looking at the camera. It's really important because if they're just not looking at the camera, they're not grabbing. They got to be looking the audience in the eye. They need to be looking the audience in the eye. I like the ones with groups too. Like I like the cat's eyes. Let me pull up a cat's eye model cover. Because they do really, they do like, I like when they do like colorful group photos. So let me pull that up. Where the fuck is my thing? There it is. Cat's eye. I'll show, what is the example? Cat's eye. Here's why, so I think this is kind of my visual style, and I'll explain. Ooh, Vanity Fair. That's the one I need to look at. Okay. What the fuck is nylon? In style nylon. I need to get more magazines. I need to do more research. The cut. That's cool. Oh wait, there's one. Where'd it go? Wait, where'd it go? Wait, where'd it go? Glamour. Oh, glamour. Okay, so let me get these pulled up. So we have glamour. That's Glamour Mexico. So Glamour magazine, Vanity Fair magazine. There we go. So we have Vanity Fair, Glamour. What was the other one? There was one more. I need to like do more research. In style. That was their first one. Sure. What is nylon? A billboard? I see. They don't like. I don't go to like. Where do you get these magazines? Like, I wish there was more stores that had these kind of really cool, artsy, in style kind of magazines in store. Because it's like the most magazines I ever see is like at the grocery store, and it's only like you only get like one or two good ones. Everything else is like ads and like cooking. And I'm like, great. What else though? Teen Vogue is good. Vanity Fair. So Vanity Fair. But like if we look at this, not Sydney Sweeney. But like this is also one of my favorite visual ads because it's once again that style that I like, which is like color background, focus on the people, and very clean, not cluttered. So that is I'm kind of drawn to that visual style. But like they do it good there. I can't even get it to zoom in. There we go. Rest in peace, Manon. Okay, let's not get lost too much in the weeds. All right, back to the magazine. So this is kind of the idea, right? I like this one. It's a little too, you get a little bit lost here. You get a little bit lost here. It lacks a little bit of an identity because it's like, what could this be about? We don't know. This, it's still a little lost. It's like we're getting closer. So you just gotta mess around. I kind of just like messing with stuff, and we're kind of trying to nail down the vibe. So the important thing, right, that we want to be able to do is do this. And then change the color. That's terrible. Not that. But we could change this to like, what was that? I really liked that. There was like a kind of that red, that kind of salmon red. Yeah. Like that. And then there was like a teal kind of idea. You know what I mean? Is that picture high res or no? Okay, it kind of is. So that's like, we're getting, see, this is kind of the idea of what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? I'm looking for something that catches the eye. I really don't want to put too much on the cover. What else goes on the cover? Like, I guess, where's the barcode on here? They don't really have barcodes on these, do they? They really don't. Okay, I need to get this just pulled up and keep it on the side. Yeah, I'm just going to keep this over here so I can switch to it easy. There we go. So like, let's look at, I guess I could just like flip back and forth. It's not a terrible idea. Let's look at Vanity. Was it Vanity Fair? Okay, yeah, yes. Vanity Fair's got good magazines. Excuse me. They have good magazines. So let's look at this real quick. Nope, wrong thing. Can I move me? There we go. Okay, so if we look at this, right, these are good. This is amazing. I love this cover. It's such a good cover. It's so good. I'm cutting shit off. I need to move my face. But look at this cover. You see this. The lighting. But still, the focusing. I love when their heads go like over the title, right? And then, bam. Simple. So, oh, I like them. They have like the date. I like that. So let's add that. Let's add that. It's like, oh, this is the magazine of this. It's like, oh, the something of July or whatever. So let me see how they do it. Just a Game Boy. I'm trying to play boy. It's got to be like subtle and like light. So I would do it like here. And we'd make it white. And then like a little transparent. And then say like, how do they do it? Like it's so small, but it's like, it's enough. That's all you need. Yeah, like Cosmo just has it in the bottom corner. It's like July or whatever. You're just a Game Boy. I like the all caps. It's kind of vibey. So let's do July. Make it teeny tiny. See, that's starting to look like a magazine cover. You know what I mean? But we could even put this like down there. I know, I kind of like that to be kind of prominent, so I'm going to kind of put that back with here. Like I said, this is my magazine, so we can do whatever the fuck we want. You make it how you want. It's nobody else's. If you're making something, it's yours. You get to pick and choose. Okay, theirs is like a cooler font. Let's make it a less ugly font. Something nice. Something pretty. So this is like graphic design shit, just kind of finding what text you want to use. That's not bad. Is it great? No. I don't like the, oh, I guess I could do this. Sure. But you see, that's what I'm kind of talking about. Bam! Okay, what else do we need? No barcode on the front. Oh, we need to have like buy. It says like buy. Yeah, so it's like the key article gets like the person on the front. This one's great. This is a great magazine. You see that? Oh wait, I'm fucking everything's off the screen. I'm like, where is everything? That is a great magazine. It's like you see that in store, you're freaking out. Like, cause it's just bam in your face. You know what I mean? Bam. See, this looks like the Idol. This is like Idol colors. It's like the red lettering and like gray. Okay, let me get that back. Let me put this like right there. Yeah. So what now? So I kind of liked that it had the author. What's another good one? Oh, this is this is great. This is amazing. This is an amazing cover. See, it's like they kind of, I like it when they have either, I don't know, some have like a focus. Vanity Fair more has a focus. It is, I guess it's more actor focused. They do like a lot of actors, which is cool because actors have a lot to talk about. They've got a lot of stories and interesting things to talk about, right? So it'd be really cool to have a focus maybe on people doing shit. I think that'd be kind of cool. Because then you get like shit like where it's like, oh, here's the premiere article. It's this artist. Oh, it's Ariana talking about Wicked. It's Pedro talking about his like super fame of being in everything. Oh, it's Rob talking about Oppenheimer and shit and like coming back to acting and everything. And so it's like, that's cool. Sometimes they kind of miss it. That's a great Sebastian Stan. I just like Sebastian Stan, but that's good. This one's also good. Bam. Eye-catching. I love the letters. I love the white letter. I love white lettering. Bam, Jenna. That looks like a Cosmopolitan. See the similarities? Looks very similar. That's crazy. They would not put that in Publix. See, this is too simple. That's too simple. That's something that's probably up on their website. That's too simple. Little too simple. That's kind of like the retro. It looks like a freaking baseball card. That's cool. Some of these, that's a nice one. Issa Rae's cool. That's a little too messy. Some of their ones get a little too messy. Do love Anya Taylor-Joy, so that's a cool one. That's a great magazine. I need to like save all these in a folder. I'll come back. I can just pull this up. They got a barcode on the front. Do we like the barcode? I don't know. Some of these get a little lost. They kind of like, they get a little lost in the sauce. But some of them really pop. I think some of the newer ones really do pop. They kind of started to get their act together a little bit. Yeah, that was 2024. Yeah. I think more recently they've started to get... let me see if I can get like a collection. Can we get like a covers? Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, okay, this is a good stream. This is a stream we need to do. I want to go through like the archives of all these magazines and we like look through all the covers and shit. Cause like look at the old covers. Ooh, and then like the new ones. Oh shit. Wait, this is so crazy. This is so cool. Oh, I love spreads like that. Okay, it's got to have spreads. Let's make a list of must-haves. Okay? Let's make a list of must-haves. Boop. Must-haves. We must have spreads. That is not what I asked for. Breadth. Numero uno. You gotta have a spread. So I like it for the feature article gets a spread. And I think Olivia does that in this one too. Let me pull it up. Yeah. You do like a spread. It's like, bam, here's your article. Big fan of that. Can I just see the covers? See, that's cool. That's cool. It's like when you have a feature article and you do like a sick cover. Like, that's cool as shit. Whoa. Do they have them in order or no? Can I go in order? Oh, they have like... Oh, they talk... Ooh! See, that looks kind of like what we're doing. You know? Bam. Very simple. This I like. Yeah. This. I love highlighting, like, groups of people. I really do like stuff that features like actors and shit, like especially like if it's like there's an upcoming movie and they do like something like this and they kind of like do like really, oh god, like fashion drip spreads, like they just get dripped as fuck and they do like a spread and they talk about like just everything kind of building like just their lives and shit. Like that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So we need to have like maybe groups. So groups, I guess. I definitely want to have like groups. Groups are a must. Okay. Ooh. That's cool looking. Okay, let's do another one I like. Okay, that was the Sebastian one. Where's the Michael B. Jordan one? Because that one's really good. The Robert one's really good too. But you can see they play with cool covers here too. Was this during Oscar season? I don't know. You got to kind of play with... I want it to be like... I like it when they feature people. And they talk about people. Because, like, I'm not... If I don't care... Like, even Cosmo does this sometimes. Like, so, like, they have really cool features. They've got, like, the Olivia feature. And then it goes, like, Olivia talks about shit. And then they're like, oh, yeah, we have the Rob Sesternino. This one's a smaller one. But it's like, oh, here's Rob. They talk about Rob. He was on Traitors season 3 or 4, I don't remember. And then they do Young Miko, and then she has like a whole thing. So it's like, I like that they do a lot of features. They also ask the people a lot of questions, and then they kind of intersperse that with like kind of articles and stuff. I guess. So maybe that's the vibe. See, that's cool. That's cool. So a mix of articles and like features, I guess. So let's... Because I want to have like articles, but then we have features too. Well, let's just... I guess we can make a list. So articles, features. That's 2 things. Let's look at one more. Whoa. Oh, that's a good cover. Oh, that's a good cover. Oh my gosh, that is a good cover. Oh, guys, this is a good one. See, oh, that's cool too. Like I said, like stuff talking about like topical shit, like oh, NFTs. Gen Z. Who's that? Maxwell Frost. When was this? Oh, this is 2023. This, I gotta sign into your account. I can just zoom in. Guys. I love when they get a bunch of, like, a group of people, like, actors and shit for, like, a project. They group them up. Everybody gets dripped out as fuck. They get good lighting. And they take a shot. They get a shot like this. Oh, fuck, Jonathan Majors is on it. Damn it. Okay, it's almost perfect. Almost perfect. There was one stinker in there. But it's okay. Damn. See, they gotta make you... See, the thing with, like, a magazine, right? They're offering you, like, a vibe. So you gotta have, like, whatever your vibe is. You know, you gotta have, like, a vibe. What are you trying to offer? Like, why do you read a magazine, right? There's something in it you like, or something you want, or something that resonates with you, right? So for this magazine, so I don't know if this means anything to me. So I don't think this is kind of like falling out of, I don't know if it's falling out of fashion with me. You know, I don't know if this is what I'm looking for. You know, because you can kind of figure out what you want. So I want this. I'm gonna screenshot this. This cover is amazing. Fuck Jonathan Majors, but here we go. What is this? That is an amazing spread. That's Florence Pugh, right? Yeah, that's Florence. I was like, damn. See, look at that lighting. Look at that color. That's not legal. That is not legal. That is a good cover. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that's Grimes. That's cool. See, that's a cool cover. See, because it's like, okay, let's focus on this artist. Okay, you know, Grimes is crazy. Let's do a cool thing. What is this? Look at that. Can I view the pages? Will they let me? I gotta sign in. I don't need to sign in to look at it. Just looking at covers. Sick. Sick. Planet Grimes. The big. See, I want to like collect. It's just a Bridgerton ad. What is Vanity Fair? Like, what is their fair magazine? What is that? I want to hear like what each one's like, either target demographic or what their pitch is. Like, why should you read this? Yeah, Vanity Fair. I do like pop culture magazines, so anything like pop culture, fashion, current affairs, which is popular culture, fashion, and current affairs. That's why I like Vanity Fair, because it's literally all the things I like. Style is definitely something I look for in a magazine. Like, if a magazine doesn't have style, I'm not looking at it. If there's no drip, if people aren't dripped out, I'm not looking at the damn magazine, because I want it. It's got to be stylish. That's a requirement. That's a requirement. So it's got to be stylish. It's got to have style. Not necessarily stylish, but have style. That's important. I think that's one of my it's going to be like one of the big three. It's got to have style. Okay, it was published. It was merged into Vogue. Wait, who owns it? Huh? See, that's another cool group shot one. That one's not as good as the other one. Published by Condé Nast. Vanity Fair, then was merged into Vogue. What does that mean? Did Vogue buy it? Huh? Simon Wu. Hi. What's up, Simon Wu? What is going on? They're kind of like Hunter. Oh my gosh, dude. That is the nicest thing ever. Hunter Schafer is literally my favorite person. That's sweet. Thanks for saying that. She's literally my goat. Literally my goat. Thanks. Yeah, we're just looking at magazine shit right now. See, this is good. It's not good. This is not good. I'll explain why this is not good. We'll come back to this. We'll explain why this is not good. First, I want to figure out who owns Vanity Fair. Who owns? So Condé Nast. Condé Nast is an American mass media company founded in 1909. Okay. They have a lot of people working. They have Vogue, New Yorker. Whoa. Okay, so they own whoa. Okay, they own everything. So Condé Nast does Vogue, The New Yorker, GQ, Glamour, Architectural Digest, Vanity Fair, Wired. Holy shit. They're like the Disney of magazines a little bit. That's crazy. Oh, they also do Teen Vogue? Oh, shit. Wait, so they're Vogue, right? This is Vogue, right? Condé Nast? Where? Doesn't say. Let's scroll down. They'll say American Digital Assets. So they have Teen Vogue, print magazines. Oh, they do Vogue. Whoa. Yeah, these guys own everything. Defunct publications. Men's Vogue. No. Not Men's Vogue. So, ooh, it'd be really cool to go through, like, failed magazines. Like, why are these? What happened to these? Why did they go away? Do I play any games? What are you into? I play some games. I like games. This computer doesn't run any games. Someone recently recommended cloud gaming to me. so we might try that out on a future stream. But I do like anything. I like RPGs, so I like Pokemon. I like Fire Emblem. I like stuff with like cool combat and like cool characters, and I like anything with good art. I'm a very art focused, like visual focused person. So if it looks good, I'm probably gonna like it. Some games get a little too complicated where I'm like I kind of like lose interest. But otherwise, just kind of whatever the vibe is. Anything interesting. What do I normally stream? I stream whatever. If like variety, I just do whatever. I'm like whatever my brain's. I'm like so ADHD. I'm like whatever I'm in the fucking mood for. I'm like if I literally sat down and I was like I don't know what I want to stream about. I was like maybe making magazine covers, and then that's what we've been talking about. So it kind of just depends on my mood, honestly. It changes depending on what I want to do. Oh, that's a cool one. Okay, I don't like this. I don't like this. So I like people. I don't want like caricatures of people on the cover of the magazine. You know what I mean? They kind of just, it loses some of its hit. That's fun. Yeah, get spooky with it. That's cool. Can I talk about locations maybe? That'd be kind of cool. Like highlight locations. Like be like kind of like travel, like a little bit of travel, I guess, would be cool to have in there. Let's look what else. This one, I saw this one. This is a good one. Who is this? That's Nicole Kidman. See? Bam, colors. Boom, simple. Boom, person. Boom, grabbing. That's what you want. Then you have all the featured people inside. That's interesting. I don't know if I like... Whoa. See, this is cool. This is a cool feature. It's the Lord of the Rings Rings of Power feature. And, like, look at that. That's a sick spread to kind of highlight that. That's cool. So definitely, like, film. I definitely like film. So, like, let's put, like, travel. Film. Shit like that. I do like actors, so I'm gonna put, because actors have kind of shown up in like every, because it's pop culture, I guess, is like actors are very entwined in popular culture, I guess. But they usually have some really cool stories. Childs of Dune. Oh, that's cool. Interesting. Okay. Here's why I don't, yeah, see, I kind of get a little lost. I don't like the kind of like clip art looking shit. Not my vibe. I like artistic shit. I like shit that grabs your eye. So like if it grabs my eye, that's usually what I'm drawn to. Some of this shit's not. That's a good. See, that's simple. That's simple. It's just Dwayne. That's kind of nice. I like Vanity Fair because it's simple. They keep it simple. It's just like, here's the guy. Here's our magazine that's really good with a lot of stuff in it. Let's look at it. Last Dance. Interesting. Yeah. See, like they like do some travel and shit. Talk about movies. Okay. All right. I think we're done with Vanity Fair. Let's move on from Vanity Fair. Condé Nast. Yeah, they own everything, bro. Yeah, he bought Vogue in 1909. Or, wow. They own everything. Oh, Anna Wintour. I know her. The black and white photos on the website. Fancy. The Condé code. What does Condé Nast mean? What does that mean? Condé Nast definition? Yeah, but what does it mean though? I guess meaning. What does it mean? It doesn't say. Literally doesn't say. But they own everybody. They literally own everybody. Yeah, they got technology. They said they have a magazine, and let's see what they don't. They don't have like a car magazine, but they have so much other stuff. What is it? Can you tell me what is the meaning of Condé Nast? Literally everything just goes to the same thing. It's like Condé Nast. I think they just made it up. Oh, his name. His name was Conde Montrose Nast. So the magazine is just the company's name is just his name. Damn. Yeah, so he bought Vogue in 1909. Interesting. Okay. Conde is from French origin. It's derived, so it means it's from a Celtic word meaning confluence of two rivers. Well, it's like the confluence of all the brands you own. Interesting. Yeah, Condé Nast businessman. That's so interesting. I didn't know that. Published titles such as Vanity Fair and Vogue. When did he die? He died 1942, age 69. Good job, bro. His literally name is Condé Nast. That's crazy. I did not know that. Wow. And like if we're looking at like magazines, because I just like physical media, but like if we're looking at magazines, right, you're honestly gonna need to have a digital form of whatever you make just to kind of like stay relevant. Like you're gonna need an Instagram page, you're not gonna need like a website, you're gonna need all that shit, right? Because otherwise you're gonna get kind of lost in the sauce a little bit. Like you're not gonna be able to reach as much people. Like if you just have print magazines, you're not gonna get to as many places as you want to go. So as much as this is like my flagship. This is the thing I want. I want this. I want a physical thing I can hold in my hand and flip through and collect really nice covers, right? But you gotta have just a good spread. So like if we go to like, let's go to like Vogue. So they have like mixed media. You can do like videos and shit in there. So that's something you can't have in magazines. You can't have videos and shit. You can't like this, but this is like too much. Like a website for me is too much. So I kind of don't even care. I'm like, just fuck a website. I don't need it. I don't want it. Haute couture. Haute couture. It's couture. What is haute? What is the definition of haute couture? High dressmaking or high sewing. It is the pinnacle of the fashion industry. It refers to the creation of bespoke, custom-fitting garments crafted entirely by hand using exceptionally expensive, high-quality materials. That is crazy. I don't know if I could do that. I could do like the baby, like the drag race version, like the just like make it yourself. I don't know if I could like. But these always look so cool. But the problem is, it's like these are not practical except for a runway. That's crazy. She's a candle sleeping bag. Nope, I don't want to go to your website. What is your location? It's the first thing they want to know. Like, where are you located? Whoa, that's cool. Ooh, I'm big fan of feathers. Anything with wings, I like. That looks like the Jenny dress. That's just the Jenny dress from Deathly Hallows. And I know this. Because I saw a dress in a store and I was like, that looks like Jenny's dress from Deathly Hallows, because I think that is a very iconic look. Where's the damn dress? Where's the damn dress? Show me that. Literally the same thing. Haute couture. Same color. Tan and black. Tan and black, flowy. Same damn thing. Zoom in. People are on like their phone. Same damn thing. Let's close some tabs. Don't mind the 300 tabs. That's normal operating procedure. Don't worry, the computer can handle it. Where were we? Vogue, yeah. So I think, honestly, see, I kind of hate, like, kind of being in the digital space. I like streaming, because that's fun. And it's like, I like working on my computer, but I hate being, like, connected to, like, the feed. You know, like, the social media feed. And, like, just overwhelm. I don't like information overwhelm, right? So, not a big fan of, like, websites and shit. That's, like, too much information. Like, I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need to go on a website and see 3,000 articles that you have with no visual indication of what anything is. It's just like information overwhelm. Information overwhelm. I'm like, I don't care. I don't got time for that. I just want to see cool, good-looking things. That's all I care about. That's honestly all I want. So I guess that's what the magazine is. I just want to see good-looking things, I guess. Music focused? I don't know. I don't know. What's another thing? We did Vanity Fair. We did Vogue. What was the other one I wanted to look at? Glamour. That was the one we haven't looked at yet. Let's look at their covers. Okay, Glamour, once again. See, I said all the fashion kind of magazines always have nice looking covers because they understand. They understand. It's got to look good. It's got to be poppin'. This is a little busy. Glamour is a little busy. That's a good one. Yo, Love Island. Nick and Alandria. Let's go. Glamour UK did... I know, I learned about Glamour because they did... Glamour UK did one... The Dolls! They literally did, like, a Protect the Dolls, like, transgender woman-focused magazine, which I was like, that's fucking awesome, so I need a copy of this. But that's also Glamour UK, so I'm like, does Glamour... I want to see, like, the difference, like, Glamour UK versus, like, Glamour US, like, what kind of style differences are there. This is back to that old graphic design that just doesn't work. The too busy literally looks like an ad. You can't read anything on here. It's just too much, too little, too much, too little, and a little simple, but the colors kind of help balance it out. See, these covers are a little, they're like either too busy or too simple. What is your target? What is your Glamour? Previously known as Glamour of Hollywood, is an American digital women's magazine that covers fashion, beauty, wellness, and entertainment. Glamour is your source for what matters to women now. Well, that's very pretentious of you. That's feeling a little pretentious. Yeah, that's feeling a little pretentious. You're not supposed to tell me what I want. You're supposed to show me things that are awesome and make me go, oh, damn, I want that. See, whenever a magazine gets a little bit too big for their britches, they're like, oh, we're telling you what you want. No. No. That's not how it works. People that don't follow trends don't want to read your magazine and you're trying to force feed shit down people's throat. No, what I want is I want cool-ass people to get cool-ass features in the cool-ass magazine that looks good, feels good, it's fun to flip through, it's relevant. It's also, like, reading something that's targeted for your age group is also better, too. Let's see, like, what is Glamour magazine? I kind of don't want to look it up. I kind of want to, like, read through. What I want to do is, like, I want to read through these magazines and then, like, kind of be like, okay, what is their target demographic? Because that's very important, right? What is your target demo, right? Is our target demographic, like, is it, like, 12 to 20-year-olds? Is it 30 to 50-year-olds, right? It's like there's just everything's going to be different and they're going to have different kind of focuses. So it kind of just depends. But this one, I don't know. It says, I don't know. But maybe that's also my relevant, like, recent opinion. Let me do Glamour UK. Let's see if we can compare. I don't know if this is accurate. They're not really showing. Oh no, they had James Corden. Oh, sorry, I took it off the screen. Sorry, you're not seeing the jump. Okay, 3, 2. There's gonna be a jump scare of James Corden in 3, 2, 1. There he is. We should all be feminists, bro. Get it? Wait, why is he still on my screen? Take him away. I do like their text. I just said I like simple text. So I do like that. Okay. So, not too impressed with Glamour. They're just there. Like, it's fine. I want to do more research, but, like, they're okay. But right now, Vanity Fair is one of my favorites because it feels more like... Vanity Fair feels, like, connected to the entertainment industry, which is kind of cool. So it's definitely... that Vanity Fair definitely features a lot more actors. And also, they have a lot of pretty shots. So I do like that. Yeah, Vanity Fair is cool. Like if I got on Vanity Fair at any point in my life, I would be shitting my pants. I would be so happy. You know, there's those couple things that you're like, this would be really awesome. Like if I was on like a cover of Vanity Fair or in Vanity Fair, and if I was on Hot Ones, like that's when I'm like, okay, check boxes. Like that would be so cool because that means like at least for me, when I like, I don't know, watch people that I think are interesting or like do cool shit, and I see this, I'm like, okay, yeah, if I see someone I like think is really cool on like the cover of like Cosmo or like Vanity Fair, I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. Like that's cool. That'd be a cool thing to shoot for at some point. But like that can't be your focus, you know what I mean? Like you can't, I think if your goal is to be like, I don't know. If you're trying to like force it, it's not going to happen. Like you got to kind of just do your shit, and if it's something that ends up kind of coming in line with what you're doing, then sure, you can like that'll happen. That'd be cool. You know what I mean? But you can't force it. You know what I mean? You can't force, if you try to force things in life that, I don't know, there's a balance. There's a balance. Because like you want to work toward your goals. Like if your goal is to be, like my goal for me, I want to better myself. Like I want to feel better about myself and like be excited about life. That's what I want. That's what I'm working on right now. You know what I mean? And so having like, I guess like, I don't know, visually appealing, cool. I love Cat's Eye so much. Same. They're my goats, right? Having visually appealing, like, I don't know, you get to see people kind of living that dream of they get to be like in that fashion world wearing cool shit on like the cover of magazines and have like articles. Because like this is like magazines, like that's like a, just like, it's like a special interest, like basically, right? It's like, I'm like, this is just a cool medium. And like, how cool would it be to be a part of that, right? So the idea of being a part of something like that and kind of just seeing yourself in like all of these really cool, just like exciting, interesting, like it's just like, it's fashion, it's cool, it's interesting, it's like, it's visual, bam, it's cool, you can like pass it around, like that's cool. Like that's very appealing to me. So, you know, maybe one day we can, I don't know. I just think it'd be really neat. You know? I just think it'd be neat. So I don't know. I literally know jack shit about InStyle. Should we look up what InStyle is? I don't want to get like too lost. I don't want to get too lost because like right now I focused on like what I know. If we go jump too much off ship, I might get a little overwhelmed and a little lost. So maybe we'll do that next in a second. So if we come back to the magazine we were designing, right? If we come back to it, this kind of for me doesn't really fit the vibe anymore. This idea of this like magazine that's like risk. It's like, it's a little risky, you know? That could be a cool magazine for somebody else, but not for me. This is not what I'm looking for. Like if I was making a magazine, this doesn't speak to me. But if we look at like kind of the ideas here and we see like kind of the kind of visual theming that runs through, right? It's got that distinct visual style that I like a lot, but it's like the focus is off. The focus is wrong. So what I would do is come back through and let me add fashion. Fashion is a must-have. Why do I love the show The Traitors so much? It's great. It's entertaining. There's great personalities, but damn, the fashion is everywhere and on every episode. And that is a big part of why I watch that show, because everyone is always dripped the fuck out. Every time. Every episode. And it is so fantastic. So not only is it a fun show, it's basically like a game show. It's a game show mixed with reality TV, mixed with fashion. That's like 3 of my favorite things. It's peak. So if you haven't seen The Traitors, really fucking good show. Very fun. Great family show if you want to watch something with your family. It's this one. If you see this one, it's on Peacock, which is a crazy name for a streaming service, but that's what they decided to call it. The Traitors. Alan Cumming is like the best host of all time. He's so fun. The last season was so good. Season 2 is really fucking good. I think seasons 2 and 4 are my favorite. But they're all good. Just start at the beginning, watch through. But like everyone is just dripped out. There's just like, it's just, everyone's in color. Everyone's cool. Like it's just in the lighting. It's like this show looks like just what I like visually. So it's at least a big part of that. It's really cool. Like look at that. Everyone's just dripped out all the time. Like they don't give a fuck. Like you have to come on the show. You have to have drip every time. Everyone is constantly dripped out. When is the next season? Season 5. I need to know. Winter 2027? No. No. Okay, but they're making a Traitors, the Traitors. They're making another one with no next. They're like, it's not celebrities. It's like it's like call in. Don't read if there's no want spoilers. Seasons 4 and 5 are greenlit as part of a 2-season renewal. Meaning season 5 will be the next celebrity chapter. Additionally, an upcoming civilian only. I was in the civilian only version of Traitors. Is currently in the works and will air on NBC. Okay, that's cool. But honestly, like Traitors is fun because it's like, that season I think will be good because it's fun. It's fun when they bring in. I like shows where they bring in unknowns. I like where they bring in unknowns and like shit gets real. Like shit happens and then those people become famous because of like the really cool story that happens in like that show. I like it. But then it's so fun seeing all the like reality. It's like all reality TV stars and like celebrities just kind of bitch it out and like scheme and try to figure out who's killing everybody. It's just a big murder mystery. Oh god, I want to learn about InStyle so bad. It's happening. InStyle. Let's take a look. I'm not going to read what it's about. I'm going to try not to. First, we're going to look at the magazine cover because you should be able to tell what a magazine is about, what it's like, what's the vibe, and if you want to read it from the cover. So let's look at these covers. This one fits my style. It's a cool one. Okay. They're kind of that's a different magazine. That's not InStyle. Okay. Well, it's called Style. It's got style. Naming is important, right? So InStyle. I don't think your magazine name really needs to doesn't need to like what does Vanity Fair mean? What the fuck does that mean? But like I like it. You know, it doesn't have to mean anything. It's just I think you got to have your magazine name associated with what your magazine is about. So if your magazine is called like I don't know, Buckets. I don't know if you can call it like you call it Buckets. I don't know. And then like everybody knows that Buckets is like a very I don't know, in style and vibey thing. That I think it's like it's like that name recognition. I guess. I don't know. These aren't really popping out. I feel like this magazine on the spectrum, like if we have like the spectrum, I want to do like a spectrum scale of all the magazines, right? InStyle is definitely leaning more toward, I guess, like fashion lifestyle. That's my take from it. It's looking like it's like a fashion lifestyle. Maybe it's targeted at like women in their 30s, maybe 40s, potentially, maybe younger. It depends. It kind of varies. I'm kind of unsure. It gives a like sophistication. I'm trying to say we have sophistication. So I'm just writing down initial impressions here. Sophistication, women, kind of style, fashion, lifestyle. That is a bold cover. Now, here's why I don't like this cover. I think this cover is kind of not good. Here's why I don't like it. Zendaya's great. Zendaya's cool and everything. She's awesome. However, the black lettering for me on like the cool blue background that's not my visual style. So this kind of just blends for me. Like I'm like, it doesn't really like catch the eye. Or this, like you see like the lighter text catches the eye. So this visual is much more, for me, visually solid than this is. This is kind of tough. And also like Zendaya's like small. Like Zendaya's not the focus. It's like her pose is the focus. Like I want to see the person. Look, she's not even looking at the camera. So that's what I'm saying. I like it. Let's compare InStyle to like Cosmo. Okay. If the person on your cover, now this is once again, it's always a drink. Just tell me. If you look at the cover of Cosmo, look at this. They're looking you dead in the eye. They are front and center. They catch you. Bam. It's bam. 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 They're looking at you. 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 All right. So we look at that. Amazing. We will go back to here. Where is she looking? She's looking at me in my streaming setup. Where are you looking, dude? You're like looking slightly off screen. She's kind of looking at it, kind of. She looks a little distant. See, she's looking at the person. That's good. That's better. But they're not consistent. They're not consistent. See, this looks cool. But this isn't even them. This is a different company. Okay. See, that's kind of cool. I don't know. I remember this. I remember this cover with Jen. Is there like an alt, not like an alt fashion, but like a, there should be like a magazine focused on like more out there fashion. Like you see how she's wearing this like crazy kind of like cardigan thing? Like it'd be cool to have like a fashion magazine that's kind of focused on like kind of more like out there styles. A lot of like the magazines, fashion magazines out there is very like either stuff that's in trend or it's stuff that's like high fashion. So stuff's either like in trend or high fashion. But like it'd be cool to have like a magazine that like just no matter what is focused on like out there shit. So no matter what's in trend or what's like high fashion, it's just like out there. So it'd be cool to have like an out there magazine. Like I wouldn't, I'm not a good person for that because I don't have, that's not how my eye works, but I recognize that like some people are really fucking good at it. What magazine is Style? Style magazine. See, Style magazine's got better covers than In Style. So let's look at what is Style magazine. Their magazine covers are better. What the fuck? Is it the New York Times Style magazine? Who makes this magazine? Is this real? Celebrity magazines? Yeah, these guys have nice looking covers. Like, look at these. See, these are stylish. Jenna. See, these are styling. These are more in style than fucking in style. That's tough. Yeah, but who is this magazine? Oh, this is messy. This is this looks like my fucking university website. This is tough. Oh. This is their magazine? Oh. Okay, the magazine does not match their sick ass covers. This is UK. Okay, I need to do research on this because I'm like, who's? Oh, the Globe and Mail. Is this them too? Sunday Times Style. The Globe and Mail Style. Who's this? The Sunday Times. The Sunday Times. Okay, so a lot of these are the Sunday Times. This one is the Globe and Mail. Let's look. I like this is my favorite one. So let's do the Globe and Mail. Style? Yeah. Okay, I think we found one. I think we found a winner. Oh yeah. Okay, we found one. We found one. Guys, we found one. Eyes up, chat. Eyes up. We found one. Oh yeah. Okay, this is a good one. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Oh, this is cool. Oh yeah. This is fresh. I like this. Look at that. These are great. Can you hear the fucking lawnmower shit going on over there? I'm gonna move this mic over here. Why is everyone in my neighborhood always fucking... They're doing their lawn every goddamn hour of every goddamn day. Just stop. Stop doing your lawn. You don't need to do your lawn no more. It's fine. Just don't do it. No. I'm knocking my shit over. Go away. There we go. Alright. That's probably better. Good thing this is a shotgun mic, so it's like pointed. It's like it doesn't pick up a lot of this stuff on the sides. Style advisor. See this? I love this. I love this cover. It's so good. Let me save this. I'm gonna save this. That is so good. Astounding. Can I save it? There you go. Just let me save it. Let me have it. Okay, so as we've confirmed, yeah, this magazine is stylish. See, there's some magazines, this is important. Some magazines will say they're stylish, but then you look at their thing and you're like, this doesn't really line up. So if we look at the difference between this, even if you're called style, you have to have style. This has got style. This is just, I love how this looks. This is gorgeous. If I got this in the mail, I would be happy as shit. Right? And then let's go back to in style. See, that's a different one. Let's go back to in style. Feels a little not targeted at me. I'm guessing that's what it's about. I'm very interested. I want to look up, what's the target market? Let me look up more, let's see more covers. Let's see more covers, and then I'm going to predict the target market and what it's kind of about. Because I literally have not looked up what in style is about. I have just looked at covers and gotten the vibes of what this thing I think is. So let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. Can you show me your covers, or are you going to just... You're not going to show me the covers. Heard. I guess, let me see if Pinterest has some. Let me just pull this up and see what happens. Okay, some of these look a little better. Here, I'll pull this up. Check this out. This is good. See, that's a good photo. Is that a cover? That's a good photo. But this is also, I'm just looking. Some of these are good. This just, I don't know. I'm not vibing with this magazine. Oh, and then immediately there's like sick as fuck mag. Oh yeah, because it's everything else that's not in style. Yeah, so in style's not targeted. Oh yeah, L. I forgot about L. We gotta look at L too. Yeah. That is a good one. Yeah, Vogue is in. Listen. Oh, that's cool. Oh, these are so good. Yeah. Oh, that's a good Kendall Jenner cover. Look how pretty that photo is. Oh, it's Vogue France. That's Gorgina. That's awesome. Yeah, Vogue. Okay, Vogue's got good covers. What am I gonna bash Vogue? I was bashing Vogue earlier, but like, gosh. Dang. Yeah, okay, they eat. There's no way that was this a magazine? ScarJo, that's tough. L's got good covers. Yeah, okay, you know what? See, like, look at the difference. We scroll through literally just this masterclass in making magazine covers, like Vogue, 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 Vogue. Everything's good. Look at this. Vogue. Everything is good. Everything is peak. Everything is great. And then we scroll down and, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? An in style. It's a little tough. So I don't know how I feel. God, that's a good, look at that. Vogue, every country has like really cool, like Vogue Korea, like the Vogues are consistent. Vogue's got consistency. Vogue has consistency. Gorgeous photos. So let's look at L next, I guess. Okay, you know what? I kind of want to learn about in style. So we did looking at in style. I want to figure out who they're. Wait, I want to look at an inside. Can I see in style inside a magazine? I might need to go find one out in the wild. Oh, this is tough. Okay. Is this inside? I can't tell. I don't know. Fish is my fish. Yo, what's up, Fish is my fish? We're just yapping about fashion and magazines. What the hecky heck? Yeah, I'll need to go find one of these. Alright, so my goal is to go find an InStyle magazine and flip through it. So I'll run to like a bookstore and try to find it. Fashionista. We're trying out here. I'm just trying to I'm trying to figure out what like the magazine in style. I want to see what it looks like on the inside. Inside magazine. Just can I see? Can I see? I'll have to go find it myself. I'm not gonna look on the website. That doesn't help me. Oh, People magazine. Not a big fan of People magazine. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna have to go find it myself. I'm gonna have to go Thanos do it myself. So I'm gonna write that down. So we're gonna have to find it in style. What I should do is I should just buy one. They're expensive. Magazines are expensive. Magazines are like $10 a pop, at least. I'd say probably around like, you're probably gonna spend like $15 a magazine. They're expensive. They're pricey. Not a fan. I'm like, I just want to look at a cool magazine. And they're like, we're going to charge you a lot of money. So what would I change? After we've talked about a lot of stuff, what would I change here? So this was, we were trying to like, I'm designing like, if I like made a magazine, what would the cover look like? And this was the original vibe. It was just kind of like edgy statement, but like kind of going through like other magazines and kind of seeing what I like, made a list. This doesn't really line up anymore. So what would I change here? I'd get rid of this photo. I would move this down here. And I would put something different here. I'd probably change the name too. So it's not, I don't know if Risk is the right name. Because we're not really like being like, See, the name's tricky because you kind of, for a name, like especially like if you're trying to name something, right? You got to kind of know what your thing's about. You got to know what you want. You need to know. So for me, it's like, okay, I was like Risk because it's like we're being risky. It's cool. It's tight. It's like, bam, Risk. But like, it doesn't really say much about what this magazine would be about. Like having like articles about actors talking about movies, that's not risky. We could do a magazine that is focused on risky, but like your naming is so important. You can't just call something a name and then be like, whoa. Like it's got to have a purpose. So maybe we don't call it Risk, but we can keep that as a placeholder. But let's change this magazine. So based on stuff we've looked at, let me find some new photos. I'm using Canva stock images, so these aren't going to be great, but we're trying to do the job. That's kind of cool. But this goes back into this looks like what we had before. This is that idea like we kind of had before. This is like very like black and white film photography. Like I can't, this is not my vibe. This is not what the magazine, this is getting like too, I don't know, I'm gonna say like quarterly review. I don't know. It's like, it's too commercial. I don't need, no. I want like this like small zine that is just very like, it has focuses. Like it's like, okay, here's the person section, here's the travel things section, here's the like cool 2-page spread. It's very like focused, it's tight. So I need to think about it. You don't have to rush any part of the creative process. Like just let it kind of sit with you and just kind of work on it. Like you don't have to fucking make Vogue magazine today. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to do that. I just think I like magazines. I think magazines are a great medium. So it's fun to kind of like think through. And I love like thinking through design and fashion, and like I like figuring out like why things work, like why things I like work, you know? So it's like going through like all the different magazines and being like, okay, I like this, I don't like this, InStyle is lame, Vogue is cool, you know, just shit like that. It's like kind of just looking through. I do want to make like the spectrum meter of like magazines. That maybe we should do that. I kind of want to do that. Let's do that. All right, let me open up a separate Canva here. We're gonna do a little bit of do a YouTube thumbnail size. Okay, so we're gonna grab like all the magazines and then do like a spectrometer of like how in each category everything is. I really want to know. I want to know what target market and style is, because it's not good, chat. It's not good. But I also want to figure it out myself. So I definitely want to do like a fashion research day, like just get a bunch of magazines. Even if I don't bring them home, I just want to look through them. Because I don't need to own them, I just want to look at them. But like, I don't have it in my hand, so I can't look at it. So we're gonna have to find that. Conde Nast. That's crazy though, that's the guy's name. Yeah, Vogue is good. Vogue is good, whatever. Whatever, bro. Like, it's like, you can kind of like, I feel like Vogue is one of the things, it's like kind of like Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox. It's like, Vogue is on that, is one of the three, you know? It's like, it's big. What else is there? Teen Vogue is good, because it's like fashion, I don't know. Some magazines I feel like get a little out of touch. They get a little out of touch, and then that's when I kind of lose them. This one's very like editorial. It's very, I like film. Photography is one of my favorite things. So it'd be cool to have like a magazine that's very like I definitely want photography to be a focus. So let me add that. It's gotta like have good photos. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be like, I don't think it doesn't have to have good photos to exist, because like I can't produce good photos. Like if I had like a best friend who was like an insane photographer, right, and can make the best photos possible, it is a highlight. It is like, okay, you can look at this magazine and there's gonna be some sick ass photos that come up. However, to kind of make the drawing force of your magazine, I feel like you're like saying, okay, our magazine's brand is insanely good photos, but if you can't keep that up, or what if your photographer leaves or dies or something, where does your brand go? If your brand is dependent on like a person, I don't think that's smart. I think a brand should be like come from a person, but I don't think like you should build it on the fact of like this person is literally like the brand. Because what happens if they go down? The brand collapses, right? So like I'll give an example. Let's say that this magazine in like style, the Globe and Mail style, which I'm obsessed with the covers, right? Like, let's say let's say it's the same guy who takes all of these beautiful, gorgeous photos, right? And like, as an artist, right? Artists, you have visual styles. So like, if this is his visual style, and like all these crisp cover photos are like his photos, what happens? So like, let's say he gets in an accident, dies. What does the magazine do? Well, they need to bring in a new photographer, but it's not going to feel the same, right? So it's going to be a different vibe. But if that's like their style, is like his visual style, it's like, I guess a good comparison to be like, you're making Euphoria, right? Euphoria has one of my favorite and also one of the most distinct visual styles like I've seen on TV, right? But like, let's say they're like, we're gonna get rid of that style, right? Euphoria loses a lot of its pop because the visual style is such a part of it. So if you they completely switch the crew, and suddenly a bunch of new people come in and they don't know how to maintain that visual style, or they don't like know how to do it or what makes it important, the show's gonna lose something. Because that's like, for Euphoria, it's like visual style is so ingrained into like the identity and the DNA, like you need to have it. But not everything is dependent on that. But it just depends. It depends on what you're trying to portray. And also like, some of these I'm like, is this something you can, I don't know, not thinking like that, but like, this is interesting. I never thought about like a linchpin person. It's like, if this person goes down, your thing goes down. My style is t-shirts and sweatpants. That is real. That is no effort fashion. That is just like, you don't want to think about shit. You don't want to plan out shit. Just throw it on. You're good to go for the day. Honestly, great take. Honestly, good. That is the most like, fashion is what you make it. Fashion is an individual thing, right? So like, if you don't care about what you wear, or you're like, I just want to be comfy, or you're like, I just like this specific style of clothes, it doesn't really matter what everybody else is doing. Do what you want to do. Fish my fish. Same to me. Bro. It's just a t-shirt and sweatpants. Bro. That's such a common thing. T-shirts and sweats is like the go-to, like if you're not putting in, like you're not like thinking it. Yeah. Well, there's like graphic tees. It's like what size? Do you do oversized? Do you do like tight fitting? Do you do like athletic wear? Do you do like graphic tees? Do you do like if it's not an Attack on Titan t-shirt, I don't want to see you. Real. Oh, my thing is, I just noticed my chat box is weird. Let me move that. Whoop. There we go. Real shit. Attack on Titan's dope as shit. I said like t-shirts for me are good. T-shirts are a great thing. Like for me, fashion is very like, for me, at least for mine, it's like, it's very intentional. So I'm like, if there's a look I want to go for, that's when I'm like, I kind of have a focus. But sometimes you're just like, nah, I want to be comfy. So you throw on a t-shirt, right? But I like, there's a certain like, there's like I think t-shirts that have like, I like stuff that's like, it references like some media, like it'd be like an Attack on Titan t-shirt, but it's like, it's not like says, I like Attack on Titan, and it just has a giant like colossal Titan face straight out of the show. Like that's not what I would wear. But if we pull up, right, if we look at the different options, right, something that kind of references the show without being like the key visual for the show. Like I would never wear this. You know what I mean? This is just like the key visual. That's not artistic. I don't care. I can look that up on the internet. But if you get something like that's more cool. I guess like manga panels is more cool. Something that's like references the show, but is not like art pulled from the show, I guess. Like, you know, it's like kind of like the, like, you know, if you know, you know. Like if you're an Attack on Titan fan and you see like, that's cool. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't wear, like, I don't want something that just like, oh, Attack on Titan in big letters, you know? But like if it has like, see, there's the colossal, that's kind of fire though. That's kind of heat. It's like a full body Pokemon art card, but it's a t-shirt. That's crazy. That's like kind of more subtle. What is it? Like what is that? That is not a logo. I wouldn't wear this. That's crazy. That's a little much. Instead of art, that art's too simple. That's like clip art. I will never wear clip art on a t-shirt. See, this just says Attack on Titan, so that's not for me. But maybe it's for you. But that's everyone, you have your visual style, but you can figure out, like, I kind of like the Wings of Freedom's on the back. That's cool. It just kind of depends, honestly. Only good things I can wear are boxy looking black t-shirts. Fashion advice. Okay, let me think. What kind of, this is important because I've done this. I like doing this with my friends too. This is a fun thing. I like to figure out, it's like, what do you like, right? Because fashion's about you. So it's like, what do you like? If you like what kind of looks interest you? What kind of fashion, when you see it, you're like, that's cool. Like you keep getting drawn to it. What kind of things stand out? What kind of things stand out to you? That kind of helps, because it's like, that's a tough one. Yeah, it's a tough question. If you haven't thought about it, it is a tough one. A good exercise you can do if you kind of want to figure out your fashion style, go on Pinterest and type in like fashion, or men's fashion or women's fashion, or like whatever, or like a specific kind of something, just like a look, and then like a color, like if you're like black colored fashion, black, like, you know, like black focus, like blue colored fashion. You can kind of go through and then just save, like anytime you see something you like, save it to a folder. And then you can go back when you're done and look at that folder, and you can look through and see what kind of stuff pops up over and over. You're like, okay, oh, I really like blue t-shirts. I really like these kind of like baggy cargo pants. Like you can kind of like start to see patterns. Anything unique, TBH, even if it's kind of weird, I still think, wow, that's cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, unique shit is awesome. So honestly, the best way, if you want like unique shit, go thrifting. Like, go thrifting. Because the best part about thrifting is great. One, you don't have to spend a lot of money, because thrifting shit is cheap. And it's cool is you can buy a lot of shit too, right? Yeah, clothes are expensive, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Clothes are fucking expensive. Everything's expensive. Magazines are expensive. I'm like, everything costs money. So what you do is, if you like unique shit and you want to kind of like try out different kinds of clothes and stuff and kind of try out different, I recommend trying out different colors, try out different styles of shirt and like pants and stuff. Kind of just try different stuff that like, don't put on something you don't like. Never wear something you don't like. If you're like, this looks like shit, or I hate this, or I don't like how this makes me look, try not to wear it. Sometimes you need to kind of do that because you're just poor as shit. Like, I'm poor as shit. I have like enough fashion to keep me like afloat, but as soon as I have more money, I'm gonna go out. But like when I did have some money, I would go thrifting, because then you can get like 6 to 8 tops for the price of like 1 or 2 tops if you went to like retail stores. Clothes are just too expensive, so just keep getting socks. Money is no problem for me. I have too much I need to spend. That's a great problem to have. Aw. I'd like to donate to Fish My Fish. Yeah, we gotta get fish. We gotta get you some clothes. We gotta get you some clothes. We gotta get you some drip. But I'd recommend, yeah, just go, literally, even if you don't buy shit, just go to, literally just go to a thrift store and you can just try shit on. I recommend, if you don't have money, don't be afraid of just trying shit. Like, go to a thrift store, walk around, grab a cart, just grab a bunch of shit you think is interesting or unique, wander around, go into the dressing room, and just start trying shit on. And you might find something you like. Honestly, clothes, like, don't buy clothes on Amazon. You can, if you need to, like, get into it, you need to buy stuff on Amazon. I did it too. Like, I bought clothes on Amazon, but now I'm like, I'm kind of out of that phase because, like, Amazon shit doesn't fit. It's too expensive. You got to resend it back. It's not, you can't like hold it in your hands. You can't feel the material. So it's like, I don't know. Do you have any specific stores, brands you regularly shop from? Goodwill. Go to Goodwill. Goodwill is great. Any thrift store in your area, there's probably a lot of them. So you can just look around, just type in thrift store into like your maps or something, it'll pull up a bunch. And it'll go up. That's a good one. I do like, sometimes I don't have money. There's some stores that like that have like clothes I like, but the problem is I don't have money for them right now, but that's okay. Because I don't need to spend $40 on a fucking t-shirt, you know? I can go to Goodwill and get like 2 pairs of pants and 3 shirts for the price of that one $40 shirt. So it's like, you gotta big brain, right? And I would prefer to have more clothes than like 2 shirts. You know, I would rather have like clothes to last me a month. I only buy underwear and socks from Amazon. Easy to buy in bulk. Yeah. If you're buying underwear or socks, that you can buy that from Target. You can buy that from Amazon. That doesn't matter. Like, that's just like essentials. Like, you don't need to like go into a specific store or brand unless you want like socks with pictures on them. Oh, thanks. You deserve the best clothes though. Oh, yeah, I'm working on it. Do you have a job or student right now? Nah, I graduated a bit ago, but like I'm kind of like in between job shit right now. And it's tough just not having money. I like kind of like being on top of my finances now. It's nice kind of having that, like, I don't have like any debt hanging over me or any like kind of shit like that that's kind of like pulling my attention away. But it is tough not being able to, because I don't buy big too much, like I don't buy big shit anyway. But I'll like spend like $10 here, $20 here. I'll go out to eat maybe with some friends this night. I'll go buy, I see a shirt I really like at this store. I really, really want it, right? So it's kind of just like little bits, but it adds up. Like, money adds up. So if you're constantly spending like kind of minimal amounts of money, soon you've kind of blinked and like $100 or $200 is gone, right? So what I've learned is if I have money, I spend money. And if I don't have money, I don't spend money. And I learn to make it work with what I have. So like I'm cooking, like if you don't have money, you learn to cook. If you don't have money, you learn what kind of clothes you really want. It's kind of nice to have that perspective. It sucks because you don't have money, but like also you do get the benefit of like kind of dialing it in of like what you actually want and what you actually need. And one of the big lessons I've learned is you don't need to own everything. Like, I don't need to own every book. I thought it was like, if I wanted to read a book, I had to go buy it. I had to go into the store and I had to buy that shit. Now I'm like, no, I can just go sit in the store and read the goddamn book. And if I really, really want it, I can buy it. But like, I can just go up to the store every day and just sit and read the book. You know? Like, you don't need to own everything. And then and you don't need to spend, for me, fashion, you do not need to spend a lot of money on fashion. If your like checklist for like, oh, I'm going to be fashionable is like, I need to spend a ton of money, then something's off. Because fashion isn't about money. It's for me, it's how do you, like, I want to express myself so bad. So I'm like, I want to get all these clothes because I have infinite fashion ideas in my brain. Like, my Pinterest is full. I literally have like 2,000 pins in my fucking folder. Full, right? Because there's so many looks I like. So spending like $100 on like a specific look is kind of stupid because that's all my money and it's on one look. Or I could take that like $80, $100 and go to the thrift store and get a ton of stuff, right? And you gotta build that base. You gotta just get like good fitting pants, get good fitting tops, start there. So that's a good piece of fashion advice. Just start with the basics. Just get good fitting shit that you can wear multiple times a week and you're not going to get freaked out. Just good fitting shit. Start there. Start there. So that is the fashion advice. But yeah, go thrifting. It'll save your life. So like, yeah, like you look at the cover of these magazines and like they all have like these crazy outfits. Like they ain't wearing that every day. This was probably hundreds of dollars. Jonathan's not wearing that every day. He could. It just depends. But like some of the stuff is like very like once you get into like the richer kind of fashion world, everything's kind of like made to order. Like people don't repeat a lot. But when you're kind of trying to make things work on a budget and also learn kind of like just kind of get your clothes in order, you kind of just need to get the basics. You kind of just need to get stuff that works. I like kind of like looks and stuff for like fashion shoots. Like if I was doing modeling or something, then like having like a cool outfit, right? It'd be cool to like, okay, we're doing this shoot with this outfit, right? And then it's like, okay, we can get the look together, right? There's like look. This is more like depends on the type of fashion you want to go for. But it just depends. Also, weather is a thing. It's just crazy because if it's like hot as fuck where you live, like you're probably not going to be able to wear the same shit as like, and vice versa as if you like live somewhere cold, right? So like, oh, you want to do summer vibes? Well, maybe that doesn't work if you live in Canada. Or maybe you want to do like this kind of drip, but if you live in Florida, you're kind of fucked, right? Just kind of depends. You just kind of... I recommend though, just literally just kind of, if you want to do like, go on Pinterest, literally just, if you see something you like, throw it in a folder, and then go back through and see if you notice any patterns. That's honestly a big thing. Just see if you notice any patterns. And you'll start to notice things that you like. Like for my friends, like I would notice, I'm like, okay, this person really likes red. This person really likes like kind of academic. My one friend like really likes like academic style fashion and specifically like red. So like I was able to like kind of tailor more stuff because I was like, okay, this is what they like. You know, so you can do that for yourself. Just kind of notice what you like. Yup. So where were we? Oh yeah, I was gonna like rank the stuff. I'll do that later because I was like, I want to look at I want to get the magazines in my hand so I can look at them. And then we'll come back and I'll make a little scale. Okay. Kind of out of design mode. Now I'm in fashion mode. My fashion brain is on now. I kind of want to stay in fashion mode. My design brain is kind of off. Fashion mode is on. Fashion mode is in the building. Fashion mode is on. Dun, dun, dun. Where were we? Okay, this is a good one. Let's do... I'm going to close some of these 1,000 tabs. It's too many. Now what? So now my brain's on fashion. Now I just want to like talk about like fashion and shit. Fashion forward. What's another like what's another fashion topic we could talk about? What's another fashion thing? There's like photography, there's like fashion photography, there's like runway shit, there's like I don't know, the money part of it, I guess. Said fashion's very personal. You know? Like for me, like I would never wear something that I don't like how it looks. You know? Like I would never, like if I was doing like a photo shoot, I would never, like if something I'm like, I hate this. I hate it. I wouldn't wear it. I wouldn't wear it. Or if there's an outfit, I'm trying to put together an outfit, like if I don't like what I'm wearing, I don't go outside. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm not going out into the big wide world until I'm happy. But that's just me. That's just how my brain work. That's like the best. Why do I like this cover? It's because Cat's Eyes on it, not because of In Style. In Style is kind of, oh. See, the Vanity Fair. This is a better cover. This was their first. This was their first magazine cover, though. This is a better cover, I think. Oh, on this week's digital cover. Digital cover? That's tough. I wouldn't want to be on a digital cover. That shit goes away in 2 seconds. They flip a switch and that shit goes off. That's tough. I need exactly 10 seconds. I'll be right back. You can look at the starting soon screen for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're so back. I should have blown my nose. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you. Okay, now what? Now what? I don't know. My brain's just on fashion, but I'm like, what do we talk about? Anything. How about we go on Pinterest and dig around? That could be fun. Let me close this 3 bajillion tabs I have open, and then we'll go on a little Pinterest expedition. That's usually what happens, is I'll just go on a Pinterest expedition, and it's just a deep dive. It's an archaeological expedition into the depths of Pinterest to find something. All right, let's see what we can find, gang. I'm just testing stuff real quick. Let me just type in shirts. Oh, let me make a folder. Let me make a folder real quick. Let me make a folder. What do we call the folder? I'll call it just stream. Nope, I don't want to save that to stream. Okay, so now if we search things, now it'll come up. Okay. Okay. Pinterest is up. So you can see what you can do here. Is you can be like, okay, I want shirts. So you said something like unique. You like unique stuff. So you could type in unique. How about just unique fashion? Oh wait, I'm obsessed with some of these. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm obsessed with these. This is for me. They made this for me. This is good. This is everything. Okay, I like this. Whoa. A tie skirt. That's crazy. But you can type in literally, like, you can, like, do by body type stuff. I don't usually use those. I just will type in, like, just kind of get as specific. Don't get, like, too specific. It'll freak it out. But, like, I guess you can do, like, you could do, like, unique men's fashion. And then just look through, you know, just scroll through and be like, oh, I like this one. Save it to the folder. Right? Like, if you keep getting drawn to, like, stuff with jeans, like, if you're like, oh, I like this, then you'll know that you like jeans, right? There is like kind of like, I guess for me, there's like kind of like the visual side, right? Where you're like, okay, visually I like this. And then there's the like, you put it on your body and you're like, do I like how this feels? Do I like how it fits? Do I like how it looks like actually, right? Because some stuff you might look at and be like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then you put it on yourself and you're like, this is the worst thing that it's ever been on me, ever. This feels like sandpaper, right? So you got to kind of, but maybe you don't care. Maybe you're fine wearing sandpaper. It just depends. But if you're like, oh, I really like kind of open air shit. Like I like having like the kind of like, it's like hot. You like live somewhere that's like kind of hot. So you need something that like, you need stuff that's breathable. You can't wear this. This is like you live cold weather climate. Like that's cool. I like this, but like you got to live somewhere that's a little bit chillier for that. Like some of the stuff, this is vibey. I like this. What didn't save to my, whatever. I'll just save it. Okay. That's cool. It's like like stuff that plays with like a spine. You can play with bling and jewelry and accessories and shit. That's cool. That looks AI generated. It's got cool flowers on it. Big jackets, a lot of ties. I'm a big, for me, it's like, I don't know. I don't like men's fashion. I don't like men's fashion at all. Like, it's like, I can like, if people have like fashion questions, like I have a lot of friends, I'm like, oh, what do you, like, I've talked to them about like fashion and stuff and we can kind of find what they like. For me, men's fashion is very much like, it's t-shirt, long shirt, shorts, long pants, jacket, tie maybe. That's kind of all you got. That's all guys get, right? But don't be afraid to just play with shit. Like, it doesn't have to be like, this is, I typed in like men's fashion, but like, that's just like more masculine fashion. And that's like also like, we made that up. Like, if you like how something looks, it doesn't really matter. Just wear it. Like, it doesn't really need to be like, there's no gender, for me, fashion, there's no, gender's fucking made up. We made that shit up. That doesn't exist. But fashion is the most, like, you can just wear whatever you want. Like, she's wearing these shoes with, like, a tie and a vest and shit. That's crazy. Yo, what is this Blue's Clues looking jacket? That's crazy. But you can do whatever you want. Literally anything. Whatever feels like you. That's what you should wear. Like, or what are you gonna walk around, like, being somebody else or wearing somebody else's shit? That's fucking lame. That's like, that's not cool. That won't make you feel good, right? If you're dressing like wearing shit that you're like, that you don't like, you're not gonna have fun. You're not gonna enjoy life because you're gonna be like, well, I'm wearing this suit and tie and I hate my life because I don't feel like me. But maybe you really want to wear like cool, like ninja shit like this, right? Maybe you want to do this. This is drippy as fuck. This is crazy. This is some LA fashion. I also need to move somewhere that has more fashion. So like LA or New York, definitely on my like go list because they're just cool. That's cunty as fuck. That's crazy. Yeah, just don't be afraid to play with shit. That's kind of simple. I kind of like that. So there's not. This is so good. The drip. Is this something like this good for outfit ideas? It doesn't target very tall people with me, but I'm very... Okay, so if you've got, like, epic fits... Let me look. Epic fits... I don't know. Let's see, it says, is this something good for outfit ideas? It doesn't target very tall. Is this like a, Oh, I see. I'll type in the article. Let's look. Let's take a look. Blog. Let's look. Yeah, because I think honestly, if you're buff, you want to like show that shit off. You want to show that shit off. No. Like, you want, like, stuff that, like, there's, like, different, like, look it up, like, there's different kinds of sleeves on, like, t-shirts. Like, there's some sleeves that are, like, loose, and there's some sleeves that, like, grip, and they, like, hug your shit. So that's, like, more athletic wear. V-neck and chinos. Chinos, it depends on where you live. Summer, oh, this is summer simplicity, and it's just, like, a jacket. I'm like, this is what people wear in Florida. They'll wear this in summer, and they're dying. See how, like, these sleeves kind of, like, hug the guns? You see what I'm saying? Versus, like, these are horrible pictures because they're not real. Oh, these shirts are good. Do this. Do this. This is good. Get a bunch of, like, shirts you can kind of, like, it's called layering, but you can get it, like, you can have a t-shirt on underneath, and then you can throw on a cool, like, kind of colorful or stuff with patterns, like this cool kind of overshirt. And it usually looks really good. That's a good one to do. This one's good. This is good. This is the most, like, this is the outfit. This is literally a meme for trans people. This is the dysphoria outfit. This is, you don't want to wear clothes, so you throw this on, because guess what? You're not wearing clothes. You're just covering yourself up. You're wearing a sleeping bag. This is, you don't want to wear clothes. Yes, this is, I was here too. This is the, like, you just want everything covered, right? But if you want to start wearing different clothes and try different things, I recommend this is a great place to start. Because you can kind of experiment and get, like, you can go thrifting and get a bunch of these really cool shirts that you can just throw on, like, over. They don't have to be, it's not even flannel. They're, like, you can get them, like, really light, too. They're really light and airy. And then you can also, like, take them off and then have just a t-shirt, right? So you can kind of, like, pick and choose, kind of change it around a little bit. You can mix and match. So it gives you a lot more options. So that's usually good to go to. Stuff that, like, hugs the sleeves, you know, stuff that looks sharp. Tuck in the belt, you know? Light's dying. I'll switch that out. Yeah, they see a lot of jackets. Black's probably good. I don't know if I do, like, a suit. See how it's, like, got the shirt on? It's a crew neck. Is that a normal? Is a crew neck just a normal neck? Oh, I need to know. What is a crew neck? Just so I know terminology. Yeah, crew neck is just, it's, like, tight fitting. Okay. Herd chef. Okay. Let's go on. Hey, and also, just go on Pinterest and just type in, like, if you want to do, like, you can just kind of see what looks good. You can just, like, look through, and you can see what, like, looks good. If, like, if you see somebody that looks like you can be like, oh, they look good in that. See, like, how he's, like, layering shit? See, he's got, like, a cool shirt on, and then he's got a cool jacket. Kind of these, if you can do pants, I recommend getting stuff that's more, like, you honestly, like, if you can figure out your body type, that's a big thing that'll help you kind of pick clothes. Because you can kind of see, like, because some people have, like, it's called, like, triangle body shape, which is, like, broad shoulders, thinner, like, kind of thins out. Some people have, like, square, where you're just kind of, like, the same all the way down, right? So depending on your body type, there's going to be different clothes that you can wear that'll, like, make kind of, like, work better for you. So, like, this guy, he's got kind of like very square. So he's got this big kind of bulky jacket, which kind of fits him really nice. And then he has these, they're pants. They're, like, different types of pants, right? He's got kind of straight leg, which is good, which means they kind of, like, they don't, like, you know, like, skinny jeans, they get, like, start wide and they get really skinny. These guys' pants, they kind of stay the same length all the way down. I really like these pants too, because what they do is, like let's say your kind of, like, top half is a little bit bigger, or you've got really wide shoulders, right? If you wear, like, skinny jeans, that hugs your ankles, so then your shoulders are, like, ginormous, and then, like, it feels like everything gets pulled tight at the bottom, and doesn't look right. So you can get straight leg pants, and they'll just go straight all the way down, and what it does is, like, it kind of balances him out. So, like, he looks, look at that, like, straight up and down. He looks, like, very balanced. So that's a good photo. So I'll save that as an example. That's a good photo. Here's, like, a more, like, kind of casual. This would be more like if you live somewhere that's more hot, you know? Just kind of got the kind of casual kind of vibe. That's kind of cool. You know, that's kind of vibey. Instead of like a jacket, maybe just try like throwing on some shit like this. You know, just get some like light, kind of good fitting, kind of those shirts. This is really good advice. You should become a fashion advisor or something. Aw. Well, I like to do this. This is fun. I love helping, like, talking about fashion, like, also, like, helping people kind of figure out what to wear. Because I think it's so fun, right? And I like figuring out what people like, right? That's a cool looking shirt. I like the colors on here. Yeah. That's cool. All right, we're getting lost in the weeds. Let's go back. But yeah, you can kind of, like, the more you kind of, like, it's really fun to kind of help people kind of figure stuff out. Like, look at this. This is cool. This is vibey. Oh, let me swip out the... This one good? My battery on my powered light is dying. So I'm going to switch it out. So, like, this is really cool, but this would be really good, like, if you live somewhere a little bit colder. You know, you can kind of play with... I recommend play with some color. If you can figure out some colors you really like, you can kind of put together some cool looks. Because, like, you see how it's, like, he's got the orange in here, a little bit of orange and yellow, got the yellow beanie and the black, like, kind of keeps, got the white shoes. I like the yellow and the yellow, the, like, orange and the orange, you know, it looks really good. So you can kind of play with different little things. This is a good one, I'll save this one. Yeah, you can kind of play with these, like, oversized shirts a little bit. But you want them to fit. Ooh, there's a kind of good, that's a kind of, like, good fitting kind of shirt there. Very classy. You know, that looks kind of good. You can kind of get a watch or something, get some watch, sunglasses. That looks nice. Yeah, see, look. And this is a cool, like, this is like basically those shirts you can throw over. Yeah, just do some short sleeve one. This is just a short sleeve one of those button up. And what I like about these shirts, because I recommended this to my other friend too, because he was looking for more stuff to wear, is like if you get like like shirts that go all like button up and down, right? You can wear them open, you can wear them closed, you can wear them tucked in, you can wear them tucked out. You have like basically there's like 4 different. It's basically like a transformer. It turns into like 4 different things, right? So you can kind of play with it, and you can also just test it in the store and see what if you like tuck it in and it looks really good. You're like, yeah, or you like don't tuck it in. You're like, that looks awesome, right? So that's a good way to do it. There's kind of how you can play with some hats. Like you got hats, play with some hats, play with your, get some cool shoes, you know, get some good looking, clean your shoes, you know, play with color. Like honestly, if you can get some color coordination going in there, you're going to be doing a lot. You're going to be doing good. That's going to do lots. That's going to be doing lots for you. You know what I mean? So these are some good examples. Let me go back. Let's look at more. It's kind of like a big... You can get some cardigans are kind of cool, but it's kind of, that's more cold weather kind of gear, you know. But it's kind of that same thing. It's that overshirt, so you can do a lot with those, right? And it's more fashionable. Like if this was just a t-shirt, it wouldn't really like stand out. But because it's like, okay, you got the t-shirt with like a kind of plain color underneath, and you can have like a color on top of that. So it's like white t-shirt with like gray, or like a black t-shirt with another color. You know, you can kind of like mix and match, you know? That looks kind of nice, you know? So you can kind of play. You can get a lot of really cool looking shirts, right? That really kind of stand out and pop, right? And like the pants, right? There, he has like the same pants in all these pictures, and it's like because these pants fit him good, but it's like these black straight leg pants. So I recommend just go to a thrift store, grab a bunch of pants, try them on, find some that look really good on you, stick to it. Stick to it. See, yeah, this one's got a kind of tight fitting like collared shirt. That also looks kind of good. You know, if you have like muscles and shit, show them off. You know, get some stuff that fits a little bit tighter. You know, show them off. That's kind of a cool. I like that shirt a little bit. Let's go back. What we do is go back. Yeah, and if you live in like winter's all about layers. Winter is like, let me layer up real quick. Let me wear a beanie real quick. Let me wear like 1,000 layers of clothing, you know? But even like this is like more cold weather drip. It still is like fashionable, you know? Because like I hate cold weather because it's like there's no fashion. You just wear a bunch of jackets, right? So if it's like a little cold, you can still kind of be fashionable, but once it gets cold enough, you kind of are just, you are covered if you are outside. And I am a person, I need to be outside. I cannot stay inside all day. So that me living somewhere cold would not work good for me, because then one, I can't wear the fashion I want, and two, I'm cold. But maybe you're a cold weather person. So it just kind of depends. See, this is kind of vibey. These shirts are cool. These shirts can be cool too. Depends. If they look good on you, if you can pull it off. It's these kind of, it's once again, it's like kind of more of a, the sleeves go up to like here on your wrist, and they have like the couple buttons down, you know? It's more tight fitting, so if it looks good on you. But you can also do like a t-shirt and pants. You can get some cool like cargo pants. It just depends on your body shape. You just gotta figure out what your body shape is. Cause like this guy, look, he's got his pants kind of like taper. You see how it's like they're wider and then they get thinner. So this works good for him, but it might not work good for you. So you gotta kind of try shit. You just gotta kind of try shit. See what looks good. Get some cool wash denim jackets. Get some cool hats, you know? Get some like colorful hats, you know? So get a watch, get some nice shoes, like whatever, like clean your shoes that you have. Like work with what you got too. You don't have to like go out and buy the whole store to be like fashionable. Just like see what you got and see what you can make work, and then go buy some cheap stuff that you can use for a lot of things. I recommend I call it like multi-tool fashion. Get like a shirt that, if you get one of those, where's those shirts? Let's go back. If you get, where is that? Like this shirt, right? If you get this shirt, this is a multi-tool shirt. You can wear it like this. You can button it up. Looks completely different. You can tuck it in. Looks completely different. You can do like a couple buttons down. It's a multi-tool shirt. It can change. It can morph into what you want it to be. So that gets you more mileage than getting just like a jacket or a t-shirt, right? If you get one of these, it can become like anything. It can become anything you need, right? Same thing with like those long sleeves things I was showing you. Yeah, tight fitting collared shirts can look really good. If you get straight leg pants, just like that, straight up and down pants with like a tight collared shirt, because then it balances you out. That can look really good. Any colors that you like? You take note of like what colors you like. That looks kind of nice. Suit and tie brown. That looks kind of nice. Change the color of your pants. See, that looks good. See, it's a button up, a button down. You can get some good looking shirts and it like kind of fits them nice. It's a good shirt. See how these are like good fitting shirts? You gotta kind of test. You gotta just kind of test shit, and you'll find something. How about this? This is AI. Ew. Yeah, this is tough. This is like some fashion. This is some like I live in LA, and I'm doing fashion shit. Get some like kind of sweatshirts, I guess. There's a lot of options. You just go poke around. You can find some stuff. I recommend Pinterest though for fashion. Pinterest is where fashion lives. If you're like websites that be like, this is what you should wear. Just go look. Just go look for stuff that looks good on other people. And you can, if you see something that looks like you can be like, oh, I could probably wear that. Yeah. Yup. Okay. See? Get a nice black one with the black pants and like a white shirt. That looks really good. Whatever is the vibe. Ja. Boom. Nice. Fashion. Fashion. Now what? Now what? Fashion is so good. Fashion is great. Fashion is legendary. Yeah. For real. Boom. Let me take a break. I'm gonna take a break from scrolling the internet. Because I've been scrolling the internet for a fat minute now. What time is it? I need to go walk before it gets dark. I need to go for a walk. But not yet. Very soon. Because it's like I said, if you can get out, getting outside helps with depression so much. Like if you're feeling depressed, you're feeling sad. Like for me, when I get outside, I immediately feel better. It's just sometimes hard to get me out the door. But then when I get out the door, it gets better. So I gotta remember that. Yo. Nice. Well, yeah, that's fashion. Honestly, this might be a good place to stop. We talked about a lot of shit. I talked about a lot of shit today. I want to do like a sequel to this. I want to do like another fashion stream. Because fashion's fun. Maybe we'll do another fashion stream soon. That'd be great. That'd be vibey as shit. Yeah. Well, Simon Wu, I hope you learn some cool shit that you can use to help you out. Get some cool new clothes. Hope everybody learns something. And also, like, just, like, I hope you can, like, I hope people can, just go on Pinterest, like, go figure out stuff you like. Just go look around and try to find pictures of stuff that you like. And if you're not a visual person, like, just go in store and start trying shit on, you know? Thanks so much for the advice. I think it helped a lot. Yeah, I'm glad it helped. The Walkinator, you've inspired me to buy better clothes. I'm glad. I'm glad. And remember, you don't have to spend money. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Go to thrift stores. A lot of thrift stores, too, they'll have, like, stuff that you would buy at another store for $20 to $40. They'll have it for, like, $4 to $5. Because a lot of the stuff people will just buy and then give it to them. And then they're just, like, $4. So you can probably get some, like, more expensive clothes at a thrift store for, like, no money. So just keep that in mind. But, yeah, I love fashion, so I'll definitely talk about fashion again. But I'm glad it seems like that you guys learned something and learned some good shit. So, huge. Is that a lizard? What is that? That is crazy. Fish is my fish. PogChamp. It's Pog Lizard. Huge. W stream. When's the sub button coming? Oh, is there no? Wait, is it sub? Is there no subscribe button? What does that mean? Is it like, because I know there's like a difference. I know there's like a difference between like following a channel and like subscribing to a channel. What is that? Wait, maybe need to set this up. Wait, let me pull this up. Because I said, I'm learning how the stuff works. So I guess I'll need to look that up. Because like, I think you need to be a Twitch partner. Oh, yeah, true. Okay, I saw that. Yeah. Because they told me, they're like, yo, you need to be an affiliate. They're like, oh, yeah. They say on your, like, thing, they're like, oh, yeah, you got to, like, get to, like, 25 followers. You have to have, like, you stream this amount of hours a month. You have to, I can pull it up. Let me grab it. Oh, yeah, affiliate. So you have to reach 25 followers. You have to stream 4 days a month, which I've done. It says I've streamed 9. This will probably be 10, I think. Stream 4 hours a month, and then it says a minimum of 3 average viewers on 4 different days. So you have to be doing this to be an affiliate. You have to kind of be doing this for a minute. You have to like kind of build up some consistency. Otherwise, I guess like you can't do that. Let me look up subscribe on Twitch. Let's learn. I'm learning about. I literally don't. I thank you for bringing that up. I literally did not know. I guess I'll need to get this set up. So what is it? Subscribe on Twitch versus follow. Let's see the difference. Following is completely free, equivalent to clicking subscribe, YouTube follow. Subscribing, premium. Yeah, I guess I'll have to set that up. Do you have to be affiliate to do Twitch subscriptions? That's interesting. Oh, you don't. So I guess I can just go set that up. Cool. I guess I'll set that up now. That's just Twitch. Maybe doing. I'll do some research on this because like I don't know. I said I'm learning about this too. It's fun like kind of learning as you go. Because like I said, like it's really fun because like even for like OBS and stuff, like big advice too, just as like just a tip for like if you ever want to start streaming yourself or like try just something, like you don't have to know everything going into it. Like even fashion, right? You don't have to know everything going into it. But what you got to do, just start. Get to a point where you can start. Like if it's like going to the gym, just get into the gym, and then you can work your way up, right? But just like with like OBS and stuff, I started with like I'm like, okay, here's it works. I can stream, and then I've been able to like add stuff and like add all my windows and everything, and have like new windows and have like different stuff and just be able to change anything around and like add chat. But I didn't have all that starting out, right? But you get to add that as you go. You kind of learn how the boat works as you go. So get to add this, I guess. So cool. So thank you for reminding me / telling me about that. I'll have to set that up. 6 fuck. Okay. Nice. This is my oh thanks. This is my daily reminder to everyone. Drink water and get outside. It will help with your depression because it definitely helps with mine. But just getting out, just moving around, drinking water helps. It will help you feel better. So that's what I'm gonna go do because I need to get some sunlight in my veins. I need some vitamin D. So I'm gonna go do that. But thanks to everyone for hanging in this stream. So glad we got to talk about fashion. Glad you guys got some cool stuff. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, if we'll do another fashion stream. If you guys do any more research or you get some new stuff, let me know. Because that'd be sick as fuck. We can talk more fashion. Alright. I will catch y'all later. Thanks for hanging out on the stream. And get outside if you can. Yes. Bye. Bye-bye. Later.